57 years after the destruction of the Nostromo, Ellen Ripley awakens from hypersleep into a future that has largely forgotten her nightmare. But when contact is lost with the colony on LV-426, she reluctantly joins a squad of Colonial Marines sent to investigate. What follows is one of the most intense and unforgettable sci-fi action films ever made. Ellen Ripley. Ripley returns as a woman haunted by trauma, yet unwilling to stay silent when faced with the company's recklessness. Initially dismissed by the Marines, she grows into the backbone of the mission, proving her resilience and tactical instincts. Her bond with Newt awakens her protective side, turning her fight into something deeply personal. By the end, Ripley is no longer just a survivor, she's a warrior who confronts the alien queen head-on, cementing her legacy as one of cinema's greatest heroines. Dwayne Hicks. Corporal Hicks quickly becomes the steady, reliable Marine leader after chaos wipes out much of the squad's command structure. Calm, pragmatic and respectful, Hicks trusts Ripley's instincts when others dismiss her, showing an ability that sets him apart. His easy camaraderie with the squad and quiet courage earn Ripley's trust, and his relationship with her adds a human core to the film's relentless tension. Hicks represents the ideal soldier, not brash but dependable when it matters most. William Hudson. Private Hudson is the mouthy, sarcastic Marine who provides comic relief early on with his bravado and one-liners, but when the Xenomorphs strike, his confidence crumbles and he becomes the embodiment of panic and despair. Despite his fear, Hudson redeems himself in the end, fighting bravely until he's overwhelmed. His mix of humour, terror and reluctant heroism makes him one of the film's most memorable Marines. Vasquez. Private Jeanette Vasquez is the squad's toughest fighter, fiercely loyal to her comrades and always ready for a fight. Armed with her smart gun and a defiant attitude, she proves herself in every battle. Her loyalty shines brightest in her final moments, choosing to go out fighting alongside Gorman rather than die alone. She is remembered as one of the franchise's most iconic Marines. Drake. Private Drake, Vasquez's smart gun partner, is brash, aggressive and always eager for combat. His camaraderie with Vasquez makes them an inseparable duo, covering the squad with heavy firepower. Drake's cocky attitude masks genuine courage, but his overconfidence proves costly during the Hive battle. Though short-lived, his fiery personality helped set the tone for the Marine squad. Gorman. Lieutenant Gorman, fresh out of training, represents inexperience thrust into chaos. Nervous and overwhelmed, his poor leadership decisions contribute to the squad's disastrous first encounter with the Xenomorphs. Yet Gorman earns redemption in his final act, staying behind with Vasquez to face death with courage. His arc transforms him from an inept officer into someone willing to sacrifice himself for his soldiers. Apone. Sergeant Apone is the drill sergeant figure of the squad, charismatic, disciplined and respected by his men. He maintains order with authority and humour, keeping morale high. Unfortunately, Apone is one of the first Marines lost in the Hive, leaving the squad fractured and vulnerable. His brief but memorable presence left a mark as the heart of the unit. Dearrich. Private Dearrich serves as the squad's medic, quiet and professional compared to her louder comrades. While she doesn't get as much screen time, her role is essential, providing medical support during the mission. Tragically, she is captured during the Hive ambush, cocooned by the Xenomorphs and ultimately killed off screen. Her presence highlights the danger not just of death in battle, but the far worse fate of being harvested by the alien threat. Wierzbowski. Private Wierzbowski is one of the most enigmatic Marines, given very little focus or dialogue. Often seen in the background, his death comes quickly during the Hive battle. Though his role is small, his fate reflects the overwhelming chaos of the ambush, where even trained soldiers are lost in an instant. Frost. Private Frost is one of the more easygoing Marines, often trading banter with his squad mates. His sense of humour makes him part of the group's lively energy during their early scenes. Unfortunately, his death is one of the most chaotic. He is set ablaze when a fellow Marine's flamethrower discharges in the panic of the Hive battle. His demise is both shocking and tragic, underscoring how quickly the mission descends into disaster. Crowe. Private Crowe is another of the less featured Marines, seen mostly in the background during the early operations on LV-426. Like Wierzbowski, he has minimal dialogue, but his presence helps build the sense of a fully fleshed out squad. Crowe is killed in the same Hive ambush that claims so many of his comrades, vanishing in the confusion of the xenomorph assault. Ferro. Corporal Ferro is the dropship pilot responsible for ferrying the Marines to and from the surface of LV-426. Professional and calm under pressure, her role is crucial in the early mission. Tragically, she is ambushed by a xenomorph that sneaks aboard her craft, leading to her death and the catastrophic crash of the dropship. Her fate cuts off the squad's only immediate escape, raising the stakes for everyone left alive. Spunkmeyer. Private Spunkmeyer serves as Pharaoh's co-pilot, assisting with the dropship's operations. His casual demeanour makes him feel like one of the team, and he shows quick instincts when he notices something wrong aboard the ship before takeoff. Unfortunately, his suspicion comes too late, as a hidden xenomorph kills him just before the crash. Bishop, the squad's android, initially faces Ripley's distrust after her encounter with Ash. However, he proves himself to be the opposite, selfless, loyal, and ultimately heroic. Bishop's calm intelligence and technical skill helps the Marines survive, and his climactic act of piloting the dropship during the colony's destruction cements him as an unlikely saviour. His loyalty to Ripley and Newt makes him one of the film's most endearing characters. Burke. Carter Burke, the Weyland-Yutani representative, hides ruthless ambition behind a friendly smile. Seemingly supportive at first, Burke's true motives are revealed when he attempts to smuggle xenomorph embryos back to Earth, even at the cost of Ripley and Newt's lives. His corporate greed and cowardice make him the film's most despicable human villain, proving that the company is often as dangerous as the aliens themselves. Newt. Rebecca Newt Jordan is the lone survivor of the Hadley's Hope colony, a traumatised but resourceful child who has endured unimaginable horror. Her bond with Ripley forms the emotional core of the story, giving Ripley someone to fight for beyond herself. Newt's ability to survive where adults perished demonstrates her resilience, and her presence raises the stakes, turning Ripley's final battle with the alien queen into a desperate fight for family. The Colonial Marines, Newt, Bishop, and the duplicitous Burke all contribute to the layered drama of Aliens. Some fight with bravery, others collapse under fear, while a few reveal hidden courage. Together, they create a story not just of survival, but of human bonds tested in the face of unstoppable horror. More than just a sequel, Aliens became a classic because of this unforgettable cast of characters, each of whom left their mark on sci-fi history.